Smartphones are not something you'll see listed on any syllabus. However, there is a social contract among both faculty and students within the university that you must have one. They harmonize group assignments for class, facilitate constant communication between students and their professors, as well as streamline information provided by the university. Although they seem necessary, smartphone ownership is not possible for some students due to socioeconomic status. As Gilles Deleuze discussed in Postscripts on the Societies of Control, the university by nature is a society of control. Almost every decision we make as students is based on the implications related back to the school. Regardless of the university's true intentions for its students, our smartphones provide the school with the ultimate control mechanism. One of the first things we're encouraged to do during our freshman orientation is download an app created by the university that tracks the movement of every bus on campus. Through the encouraged reliance on smartphones, the university has a strong element of control over its students. Are we as students safer because we get an email for each crime committed on campus? Does knowing when the next bus is coming allow students an alternative to standing at the bus stop and waiting? Do I need to know the second my participation grade for the day has been updated on campus? As a control society, the university takes advantage of our dependence on smartphones and uses our fear of being left behind the constant stream of communication. In order to be the leaders and best, can we afford to miss a single update?
According to Turner, when the internet first appeared, it was believed that it would flatten organizations, globalize society, decentralize control, and help harmonize people. Our smartphones are a seamless connection to the internet, uniting us with the larger university. Smartphones connect the user to cyberspace, which supposedly affixes him or her to a utopian experience. As Chung describes, the word space marks an interval, which is tied to notions of freedom and emptiness. People are socialized to believe that having more choices, empty as they may be, is the very essence of human freedom. According to Shiva Vaidyanathan, smartphones have provided us access to information with the simple tap of a screen. Society celebrates freedom and user autonomy, and a number of advertisements for smartphones are about choice, access, and freedom that one gains with owning a smartphone. And while these advertisements and other promotions proclaim individuality through customizations and personalized features of smartphones, are we truly individuals when seemingly all those around us are individually the same? Are we more free with an app for everything or less free due to our reliance on smartphones and these technologies? Our group attempted to opt out of smartphone use, and we found some unexpected challenges. First, it may seem as though someone can just leave their phone at home and disconnect from constant mobile activity. Opting out is not that easy. Due to the linkability and accessibility of many smartphone functions on corresponding computers, one does not need their smartphone to operate many smartphone functions. However, the convenience of smartphone technologies was missed when opting out. One person missed an email about a canceled class, wasting time out of her day to walk all the way to an empty classroom. Another found difficulty communicating with a project group without the ability to use a group messaging app and having to turn to email chains. The smartphone makes these tasks easier and more constant.
The question that we fail to ask, however, is what barriers stand in the way of access to the smartphone. Astra Taylor states that technological advances are often deemed revolutionary and utopian because they are considered to be a cultural leveler, a place where social identities like race and class do not matter. However, through the use of a smartphone, we can see socioeconomic status as not a leveler but a hindrance for many. Although smartphones have become relatively affordable in recent years, the most inexpensive of phones start at $200, and this is not considering a phone plan, which individuals must pay monthly. Due to the high cost, owning and using a smartphone demonstrates privilege. Because of its convenience and access to the rest of society, does a smartphone stand above other so-called necessities on a list of what to prioritize money on when the budget is tight? If we wish to have complete freedom in this age of technology, opting out is truly the only option. Reverting back to flip phones that can only make calls and send texts would limit the data that controls us. However, opting out requires more effort to participate in social and academic groups. Despite its practicality, opting out of a smartphone puts the control that Deleuze speaks of back into the hands of the users. As a society, we need to recognize that the users are a group of people who are able to afford smartphones in the first place. The necessary constant connection seems unifying, but in reality, it excludes those of certain socioeconomic statuses. Ultimately, opting out of smartphones would be the true leveler, diminishing the class created by smartphone usage.